GameClub, it's time to start up another. Tanner, friend of the show, you might know him from the episodes such as our Super Mario, What Makes a Super Mario Game.
I listened to that one. That one's really good.
And our Elden Ring discussion.
Yeah.
He'll be joining us for a game. We've been deciding stuff. So I never played a game in a series, a very popular series called Mega Man. He was like, we should play a Mega Man. I'm like, is there any like story-focused ones that like meet the criteria for like what we typically do? And so he came up with Mega Man Battle Network. Huh. And I'm like, if I'm going to play a Mega Man game, let's make it a weird side story. I'm very excited for this. So I'm going to delve into like the prep for this game. Mega Man Battle Network is a real-time tactics RPG developed by Capcom Production Studio 2. So a quick note, some of the following info comes from translated interviews, so accuracy may vary. We'll start this prep with where Mega Man was as a series in the late 1990s. The mainline series had stalled with Mega Man 8 on the PS1 and Saturn, and had entered a state of several spin-offs, both one-off games and full series, especially in Japan. In the late 90s, we got Mega Man Battle and Chase, Mega Man and Bass, Super Adventure Rockman, Mega Man X4, Mega Man Legends, The Adventure of Trombone, Rockman and Forte. All of these games I listed were released in that window. All spin-off games not tied to the main series.
I didn't realize. I knew there were a lot, but
Mega Man in the 90s was very huge for Capcom. That and Resident Evil were their two cash cows. Then they could do no wrong with those.
They still kind of are.
So, yeah, it took a while to come back to that.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, they are again.
While Mega Man Extreme, a spin-off of the spin-off series Mega Man X, Mega Man Extreme, was being developed for the Game Boy Color late into the console's life, Capcom set their sights on Nintendo's upcoming portable, the Game Boy Advance. But not for a Mega Man game, at least not yet. Capcom's second production studio began work to have a launch title ready for the GBA. The team began work on a horror game, which would link to a peripheral to monitor your heartbeat while you play.
Oh, shit.
This was scrapped, as both the team and the company saw the emergence of two things. One, card games. Card games are the rage. You need to make a card game.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! The Pokemans.
Pokemon!
And the blossoming internet. So once this new idea started to take shape, it was decided that the Mega Man IP would be used for the game. It's like, hey, we got a game that's gonna sell and is about like joining up people. Let's attach our cash cow to it. So, inspired by Pokemon, because we're approaching the 2000s, the game was given an emphasis on collection, like in this game earning battle chips, and it had a tie-in cartoon series. The game would be designed from the ground up to appeal to kids. Emphasis on head-to-head multiplayer, the aforementioned cartoon series, and an easy-to-draw main character. And a focus on modern technology, because kids were all about that modern technology. One thing I thought of that the main character was going to look more complicated, like more like classic Mega Man, and they're like, make like the suit more slimmer. This got to be easy to draw. We want kids to like draw this on their like school notebook in the middle of class while they're thinking about this game.
And then it could be like, what's that? And then it'd be like, oh, that's Mega Man. And then they'll...
Because when you think about like the designs of like some like Pokemon at the time, they're very simple to draw. It's just like, especially like some of the earlier ones, like any kid could like draw like a half-hearted Pikachu if they wanted.
Any kid could draw a Voltorb.
Anyone,
just the ball.
Any kid could draw a ball. Oh, that's a Jigglypuff from the top down.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Darn it. I love that episode.
The gameplay philosophy, as described by scenario writer, I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, Masakazu Eguchi, was that kids that were not great at action games could rely on strategy to win battles. Capcom composer Asakari Kaida made the game's original soundtrack. This was her first game composing independently, so like it was by herself. She wasn't collaborating with somebody to make the soundtrack for this game.
Right.
The game was announced in Japan in August 2000s in a manga book series. The ad in the manga featured screenshots from 4 games for the upcoming GBA, including Battle Network, or Rockman.EXE in Japan was what this game was called. The game was playable at Space World 2000. Nintendo fans might know the name Space World 2000 because that was where that weird Mario demo for the GameCube was. Super Mario 128.
Where it's just 128 Marios.
It's just on a screen.
Why? And was that when they also gave the not intentionally misleading, but misleading Zelda clip where it showed Zelda and Link and Ganondorf?
Was that this one too? It might have been just like a tech demo.
It was a tech demo showing the capabilities of the upcoming Dolphin, which was the GameCube, right?
Look how cool this fight from Ocarina looks, and then 2 years later, here's Wind Waker.
Yep.
I love Wind Waker.
Oh, I love that game.
If you hate Wind Waker, I don't trust you as a person.
It's a great game, but at the time, people were disappointed by the art style.
I thought, even from the time, I was like, this looks nice. I don't know.
No, it holds up better than the older games do, for sure.
It was much prettier today than like Twilight Princess does.
It does. It's just a better art style for that, like aging.
So at Space World 2000, to celebrate the upcoming Game Boy Advance, there were 140 Game Boy Advance systems to try games out on. Of those 140 systems, only 2 had Mega Man Battle Network.
Oh.
Golden Sun had 5. Mario Kart had 20. You're not going to be able to guess this, but guess what game had 60?
Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
No.
Oh.
Silent Hill.
What?
Yes.
I was going to say, wait, no, that was too early for Ruby and Sapphire. Shoot.
From the LEC info. That doesn't sound right. I was like, was there a Silent Hill Game Boy game?
I didn't know there was.
I didn't know. Was it canceled? I was like, that can't be.
Maybe those 60 people played it and were like, no.
The game released in Japan alongside the system on March 21st, 2021, so even after scrapping the original horror concept, it was still a launch title. Capcom released both Mega Man Battle Network and Street Fighter II Turbo Revival in the United States on October 31st, 2001. The game received positive scores at launch. Critics were overall positive on the game's combat, but were divided on the story. Some had fun with it, while others thought it was too, quote, kiddie. In 2009, the game was given a DS port titled Rockman.EXE Operate Shooting Star.
What?
That sounds like a Coheed and Cambria album name is my note here.
That sounds like a code name. They didn't give it a real name. It's like a programmer name.
Operate Shooting Star is pretty badass, though.
I do like it. It just doesn't sound like a finished name.
It was only released in Japan.
Okay.
That makes more sense now.
Yeah,
but a fan translation of the game was distributed online in 2018.
Ooh.
The Game Boy Advance version was finally given a re-release in April 2023 with the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. You can play this game on GBA, Wii U, Nintendo DS if you have a Japanese cartridge, PC, PS4, and the Switch. Or really anything with a screen, because it's really easy to emulate Game Boy Advance games. But I'm not condoning. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not condoning that.
I'm not saying that it's very easy to do because Nintendo's games aren't being sold that way anymore.
I'm not saying that's the way I'm playing it. I'm not saying that.
Nobody's saying
no
that.
one's saying that. What are you doing here? So the stopping point for this game will be if you're going to play along with us. It's on the collection. If you have a Wii U, it's on like the Wii U. I don't know if it's a sought-after game on the GBA, but PC, it's out on PC now. Steam Summer Sale is coming up. It might be on there. So there's a bunch of ways to play. Again, if you got a screen and 10 megs of computer space, you can play Battle Network. The stopping point for this game is we are going to defeat Colorman.EXE. We're gonna defeat an executable.
Oh, okay. You're gonna execute the executable.
Yes, exactly. Color Man. I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say this. In Japan, I did find out because I looked at a wiki just to see a breakdown. In Japan, he's named Colored Man.
Oh no.
So translation. So the localizer saw that and went, "Yeah, we're just gonna take some couple letters out of here."
Those guys did good to do that.
Yeah, praise speeds to the localizers for avoiding that whole situation. So defeat Colorman.EXE, and then we'll see you in 2 weeks as we discuss via a remote show. Me and Tanner, and possibly we're gonna see if Nick can come back for this because he's a Battle Network guy.
Nice.
We'll see if he has the time to come join us. So that will be their next game for the show, and I'm very excited for this one.
Sounds exciting.
Mega Man is a series I have not necessarily avoided, but just like
your paths have not crossed.
Our paths have not crossed. I played like a little bit of them via like different like classic collections. Like it's on Switch. The Genesis versions of the games are on Switch Online. I played a little bit of that Mega Man like kind of fighting game in Street Fighter 6.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be my first time like playing a Mega Man game to completion. In the weird spin-off series that seems a little more like my thing, like more of a tactics RPG. So I'm very fascinated. This is going to be a lot of fun. I got that ready to go. I got all set up to go portably, and I'm leaving town for a couple of days this weekend. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? A portable game like this is probably going to go really nicely. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that'll be our show for today. Stay of the Save can be found... Sorry. I'm really bad at these outros.
No.
Stay the save at gmail.com to email us all your like questions, thoughts, your concerns, or just want to tell us we have bad opinions on games.
Okay.
You can find us at Stay of the Save on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, as long as that platform stays afloat. As long as any of those platforms stays afloat.
Yep.
Seems like it's hard for anything to stay
afloat.
Especially if you screw over the your third-party app developers with all of a sudden charging them for API usage.
Oof.
Reddit. But anyway, thank you for listening to the show in my fumbling outro. Thank you, John, once again for joining me this time. I hope to have you back at some point for another game club.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. This has been a very fun time. I look forward to doing more of these with you, and I look forward to making more of these for you listeners out there. As always, stay safe out there.